How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, after like 5 months, we're finally going to be continuing the what if that started it all in this channel. What if Tarble stayed on Earth? It has been a very long while since the last part, so I'll leave links to the 2 previous episodes up top for you guys, so you can go and check those out before heading into this one. Before we get into the video, I have an official Damon What If Discord server if you guys are interested in checking that out. You can have some cool conversation with me and others like this channel. So if that's interesting to you, then make sure to go join. Links in the description down below. With all of that out of the way, let's get right into today's video. It's been a couple of months since the Tournament of Power, and the Z fighters are continuing their training to get stronger for new threats that are out there. During this time period, both of the Tarbles have trained together more and more, attempting to really understand each other and their powers. Since they are essentially the same person, it's pretty interesting to train, since they have very similar attack patterns, which always keep the other on their toes. It's been a lot better progress for Tarble as well, since future Tarble is able to tap into and harness the power of the Super Saiyan God. After Tournament of Power, future Tarble realized how important the power of the gods is, and if he is able to get a transformation like this, he'd be able to put up even better fights, and help out his present self, and his brother as well. Once Tarble told his future self about the ritual to get the god form, he immediately wanted to go for it, but Vegeta piped up and yelled at his brother, or suggesting to take the easy way out. He had to train hard to get this form, and his younger self did too as well. He's not going to allow him to cheat his way to a new form like Goku did. Goku would be kinda ticked at Vegeta, but agreed. He says that was one of the most embarrassing things that ever happened to him. Goku says being handed a new form isn't rewarding in the slightest, and the journey to get to that point is much more rewarding, as it'll make you become a better martial artist. Future Tarble is disappointed he won't be getting the form instantly, but he does think that it's better this way, as now he can increase his skills along with his power. He mainly trains with his present self, attempting to tap into God Ki, while Goku and Vegeta are training by themselves. It's been much better for future Tarble, as his power is increasing more and more as the days go on, and after getting used to Godly Ki, he's able to tap into the power of a Super Saiyan God. And Tarble is impressed with his future self, as it took him a long time to get this form, and he was more scared than anything to get it. But his future self had very different goals and motivations of wanting to become stronger, so it makes sense he'd get it in such a short time span. While the Saiyans train on Earth, up in space, the Frieza Force is still struggling to get back into order, with Kikuno and Berry Blue being the only ones left to run the Empire. The two have made arrangements to go to Earth and revive their Emperor with the Dragon Balls, but last time that happened, he died anyways, so this time they're really gonna need some strong warriors to help them out in reviving Frieza. So, they send Chilai and Lemo to go and find strong warriors, and of course, like in canon, Broly and Paragus would be found, and delivered to Berry Blue and Kikuno. After discovering a Saiyan to combat against other Saiyans, the two are ecstatic. They may actually be able to help defend them, and revive Frieza. The group arrive on Earth, with Broly confronting Vegeta, Goku, and the Tarbles. Paragus notices that both of the princes are here, and one of them looks identical to the other. Did King Vegeta have more children than he thought? Thoughts for later. Now that both of the princes are here, it's time to get revenge on the lineage of Vegeta once and for all. Paragus instructs Broly to attack Vegeta and his brother, and that's just what Broly does. Vegeta and Tarble are used to fighting together though, and fight off Broly. Vegeta doesn't exactly want Tarble's help for this encounter though, as he wants to grow his power against another opponent, and attempt to take them out. Vegeta and Broly continue their battle as normal, with Vegeta going all the way from Super Saiyan to Super Saiyan God. Vegeta begins to realize, however, that he may have bitten off more than he can chew, and instead of being taken out and replaced by Goku, Vegeta pushes his power to Super Saiyan Blue and beats down on Broly himself. The two have an intense match, with the Arctic being turned into a lava wasteland. This is where another big change occurs, with Paragus not dying to Frieza. Kikuno and Berry Blue aren't that cold-hearted and wouldn't kill Paragus without a good reason, if they even could kill him. So Vegeta is able to defeat Broly once he hits his limit in his Akari form, and ended that battle right there. Once Broly is knocked out, Paragus is about to come to try his best to attack Vegeta himself, but Goku steps in front of him, saying that they're not going to kill Broly. Far from it. He could tell Broly didn't really know how to use his power, and it would be a lot of fun if he was able to help train him and get him even stronger. Vegeta confirms this with Paragus, apologizing for any old grudge he has against his father. He's sorry his father did what he did, but he's not him, so he doesn't want them holding grudges against him for things he had really no part in. Paragus would be a little irritated, but come around, as what Vegeta is saying does make sense, and it's better to try and get in a good life here, rather than go back to Vampa, or die. Vegeta offers them a place at Capsule Corp, where they can stay and get settled, but the Frieza Force soldiers must go. Kikuno and Berry Blue aren't going to stick around much longer, and this time, Chilai and Lemo decide to stick around on Earth with Broly. as they'll always be safe around him, as they can see that nobody else in the Frieza Force is enough to compete with Broly, so they'd rather stick with him and be safe for the rest of their lives. Paragus, Broly, Cheelai, and Lemmo all start to live at Capsule Corp, with Lemmo and Cheelai getting jobs there as delivery people, and Broly training with the other Saiyans to learn to control his powers and become a better warrior. Broly really enjoys training under Goku, Vegeta, and the Tarbles, as they're his people, and it's great to finally interact with others of his own race, outside of his father. The Saiyans all continue training in this time, getting even stronger. With the Broly movie completed, now it's time to move on to the Moro arc. The arc begins as normal, with Beerus and the Galactic Patrol arriving on Earth to get Majin Buu, and try to get his help against Moro. Bulma gets the call from Mr. Satan, and asks the Saiyans to go off and help him. Vegeta says that him and Goku can get there the fastest, so that the Tarbles and Broly should stay back for now, and come in only if they feel any disturbances. Of course, Goku and Vegeta are easily taken out by Beerus, so the Tarbles and Broly arrive to see what happened. Beerus tells the Saiyans to calm down, and to just come with them to see if they want to aid in their cause to defeat the tyrant. Tarble says that he'll come along to see what this is all about, but future Tarble and Broly should stay on Earth for now, and defend it against any other threats while they are gone. Future Tarble says of course, and tells his present self to be careful. At Galactic Patrol HQ, Beerus explains to the three Saiyans that the galactic prisoner Moro has escaped from prison, and they came to get Buu due to him possessing the Grand Supreme Kai inside of him, and him being the only one to defeat Moro. The Saiyans understand the threat, and since Buu's still probably going to be asleep for a while, they'd be more than happy to help out. So, they're all going to join the Galactic Patrol to help. Everything from here plays out mostly as normal, up until the first encounter with Moro on Namek. Instead of Vegeta going first, Goku claims he wants to fight against Moro himself first, as Vegeta got to fight against and defeat Broly last time, so it's his turn to come in and fight against an opponent. Vegeta seems that's fair, so Goku goes in to fight the Planet Eater. Goku has a good fight with Moro, finding counters against his magic and going in on them to stop him. Of course, Goku is stronger here than in canon, and he is able to take down Moro relatively quickly while only in his god form. Moro, of course, has his absorption trick up his sleeve, and begins to take all the energy from the Saiyans. Vegeta and Tarble feel their energy leaving them, and try to warn Goku, but it's too late. Goku reverts back into Super Saiyan 3 and is thrown away by Moro, who absorbs even more energy from the planet and its inhabitants. Vegeta and Tarble step in to help Goku, but they can't transform at all, and aren't really able to do much in their base form. Moro easily wipes the floor with all three Saiyans, and absorbs their energies, becoming much stronger than in canon too, due to the extra Super Saiyan Blue level fighter there. Moro would then go off to collect the remaining Dragon Balls, while Goku, Vegeta, and Tarble are rescued by the Namekians. Everything would play out as normally here, with Buu still arriving and beating down on Moro, as revenge for what he did millennia ago. Unfortunately, before Buu is able to take out Moro, Cranberry makes the wish from Purunga, and Moro travels there, kills them, and makes his wish to free the others from the Galactic Patrol prison. Before pursuing even further, Buu heals the Saiyans and they all fly up to face Moro. This time, Vegeta and Tarble both use Blue Evolution, facing off against Moro while Goku uses his Blue Kaioken to try and be more useful. These forms give Moro a harder time against the Saiyans, but he still flies off where the Saiyans can't reach, and the Grand Supreme Kai has to fight him by himself. This battle plays out as normal, all the way back to Namek, and once the galactic prisoners show up, the three Saiyans are already in their most powerful forms. So they're able to deal with a lot of the soldiers a lot easier, with Blue Evolution Tarble even being able to take down Saganbo with only a little trouble. A lot more of the prisoners are defeated than normal, but Moro is still absorbing the energy from the planet, so the three all eventually revert back into their base forms, and are forced to retreat. Before they go off, Vegeta flies off to go and take a Galactic Patrol ship to Yardrat, and Tarble follows his brother because, of course he does, he's Tarble, and Goku goes back with Beerus. While on the ship, Vegeta demands the soldier take them to Yardrat, and Tarble asks him why they're doing this, with Vegeta saying that the Yardratians have some interesting techniques, and if they learn these techniques, then maybe they'll actually have a chance against Moro. Goku begins his training with Beerus to try and achieve Ultra Instinct again, while Vegeta and Tarble go to Yardrat and begin their training in Spirit Control. Everything with Moro's goons goes on as normal too, with Pasta's gang still finding Earth and deciding to pay it a visit. And this time, there is more than just Piccolo waiting there for them. Joining Piccolo is future Tarble and Broly. And that's where we're going to be leaving this part for right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this return for this series, as it's been a long while since I continued this What If. And I'm happy that I finally got around to it, as it was my first ever What If series, so it's great to continue the story with you guys. If you want more, then make sure you guys like and subscribe, so I can keep on doing what I do, and providing this content for you guys. Really trying to hit 10K by the end of the year, so let's see if we can make that happen. Also, huge shout out over to Professor X, who has recently become a patron over on Patreon. I really appreciate it, man, it means so much, and it really helps support the channel. If you guys are interested in seeing your name in a video like Professor X over here, then consider supporting me over on Patreon, where you can get a lot of special perks for becoming a patron. With all of that out of the way, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until we meet again.